welcome to Optimal Health and Vitality After 50. My name is Trisha O'Hara. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. So today I would like to talk about how to keep our muscles from aging. So I get so many messages from my subscribers asking, I'm losing my muscles. How can I keep them as I get older? What can I do to prevent muscle loss? I'm getting so much weaker and my muscles seem to atrophy. What can I do? And so I have put out videos on these subjects, but today I'm going to give you a few more tips on how to keep our muscles from aging and keeping the quality in our muscles. So first off, there is a condition known as sarcopenia that is age-related. And if you don't know what sarcopenia is, it is a loss of muscle mass and strength as we age. In fact, this process starts as early as our 30s, where our muscle mass starts to decline at a rate of about 3 to 5% per decade. And that number increases up to 10% by the time we reach our 50s and 60s. But instilling some daily habits and getting an exercise can help to reverse all this and keep our muscles from aging as we get older. So why are muscles important as we age? Because with strong, healthy muscles help us not only lead a healthy, active life, but also gives us our independence. And without necessary muscle mass, our body becomes fragile and it increases our risk of injury and falling. In fact, studies have shown that the number one cause of death for people over 65 is the injuries they sustain from falling. So the way that we can reverse this or help to offset this is to start moving and utilizing our muscles, because muscles are on a use it or lose it basis. So if you're just sitting around and are sedentary, the muscles are going to atrophy and they're not going to be utilized, and it's going to increase your chances of so many health conditions as you age. Now, when it comes to exercise, you need to make sure that you're incorporating the right kind of exercise, and I'll explain what I'm talking about. So in our muscles, we have two different types of fibers. We have the type 1 known as slow twitch muscle fibers, which are generally aerobic in nature and for more endurance type activities. So it could be, when you're cleaning your house, if you're going out for a walk, if you're just doing daily chores, you're utilizing those type 1 muscle fibers. Now, the second type of fiber is the type 2, which is the fast twitch, and that's anaerobic in nature. It can only be sustained for a short period of time, so it's short bursts of energy, like, plyometrics or sprinting or, hill repeats, stair repeats, stuff like that. Now, it's important that when you are considering exercise, that you utilize exercises that incorporate both the switch on, the type 1 and the type 2, because like I said, as we get older, we tend to become more sedentary and we don't involve activities that switch on the type 2 muscle fibers. Thus, the quality and the size of the muscle decreases as we get older. So in order to keep the quality of your muscle and keep the muscles from aging, you want to try to incorporate exercises that will stimulate the type 1 and type 2 muscle fibers. So if you are currently exercising, you just want to sprinkle in a couple days of doing this high intensive type activity I'm speaking about. So for as far as just doing activities to activate the type 1, that can be, exercises such as walking, body weight exercises, taking yoga class or Pilates classes. Those are all going to activate the type 1 muscle fibers. But you want to try to at least, these studies have shown to try to at least twice a week for 20 seconds, repeating it 4 or 5 times. Try to do some kind of high intensity exercise where you're getting your heart rate up and you're getting out of breath. So that could be if you have a gym that has HIIT, high intensity interval training, classes, you can take that. Or if you live near a hill or some stairs, is just to try to go up and down it maybe 4 or 5 times. for 20 seconds, just enough to get your heart rate up and to get you breathing really heavily. And not only will that help to strengthen your heart, but it will also increase your VO2 max. It will improve your lean muscle mass. It will also increase the VO2 max, and most of all, it will boost your metabolic rate for quite a few hours after you do the exercise, which means you will be burning more calories. So it's kind of a win-win situation. But if you can try to get in, if you're currently exercising, or even if you currently aren't exercising, try to do some exercises that, just again, you can go walking. They found walking very beneficial. They suggest 10,000 steps, although many studies say 7 to 8,000 is sufficient. And then try to a couple days a week. Again, it's not a long duration of time. It's maybe 20 seconds, repeating it 4 or 5 times. Or even when it comes to resistance training, they really, really reinforce to try to get in, if you're working out in a gym, is try to do some resistance training with heavier weights where you can only do 4 to 6 max reps, so that you get, those type 2 muscle fibers switched on, and that would be sufficient as well. So again, try to get, incorporate in your weekly exercise, try to get in a couple days if you can. That way that you can switch on those type 2 muscle fibers, and in turn, you will help to maintain the quality of your muscles and keep them from aging. Now also, as far as your diet, you want to make sure that you're eating enough protein. And the reason is because as we get older, our bodies need a lot more protein. And you got to remember, protein are the building blocks of muscles. So studies have suggested that you try to eat at least 1 to 1.2 grams per kilogram of body weight a day, or if you are in pounds, 0.68 grams per pound of body weight per day. Now you can get protein from many sources. It can be from lean meats, chicken, fish, pork. If you are plant-based, you can get it from soy products, any kind of beans or nuts. And also suggested, if you don't feel you're getting enough protein from a food source, you can also take supplements such as creatine, vitamin D. Vitamin D was found to be very helpful because it helps to maintain muscle mass and stimulate muscle growth. And also omega-3s, because omega-3s have anti-inflammatory properties. So if you're a person that doesn't eat fish, you can take a supplement, or I believe you can also get it from walnuts and flaxseed. But omega-3s have anti-inflammatory properties, which is good for the muscle because inflammation actually breaks down muscle tissue. So on top of that, my number one importance, which I always say in all my videos, the number one important thing for muscle growth and maintaining muscle is sleep. Sleep is so underrated. I can't believe how underrated it is, but it is the most important. And if you didn't know, sleep is actually where the muscles are made. Like when you're in the gym or you're out running or you're doing your high interval training, that's just stimulating, the muscles. But the actual growth actually happens when you sleep. The repair and the regeneration and the muscles being built actually happens during your sleep, especially during the hours of 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. when HGH, human growth hormone, is at its highest. I will link my videos at the end, but if you really want to maintain muscle mass and put this whole story together and make all your hard work pay off, you really want to pay attention to the quality of your sleep. So anyway, I hope you found these tips helpful. Again, try to get in some exercise, get in exercise that incorporates the type 1 muscle fibers and the type 2, the fast twitch. Again, it just needs to be a couple days a week, 20 seconds, 4 or 5 time repeat, and you'll get tremendous benefits, especially as we age. It's really, really helpful for helping to slow down the aging process of the muscles. Make sure you eat enough protein, and you can also take supplements if you don't feel like you're getting enough, but definitely vitamin D and omega-3s are highly recommended. And most of all, make sure that you get in your sleep, because sleep is where your muscles are made. So I hope you found this video helpful. And if you did, please like, share, and subscribe. It would really help get this video out to more people. As I'm a new channel, I would love to help as many people as possible, because the reason I'm making this is that I want you to live a healthy lifespan and not just a lifespan. So remember, you're never too old to work out. I'm almost 60 and I'm still building some muscles here. So, please make sure you check with your doctor before you try any exercise program, just to make sure you're healthy enough. And anyway, thank you again for your time, for taking the time to watch my video. Please share it with your friends, and I will see you on the next video. Go out and have a great day. Bye.